Hello, friends. Welcome back to Java and Joy. We're trying like a whole new setup today, which I'm really excited about. Of course, if you're listening and not watching, you are probably not going to notice much of a difference. But we've kind of switched up the setting around here in the studio, and I just kind of wanted a little bit more of a laid back setting where we can just kind of sit back, relax, and of course, have some Java with our Joy. We'll have to see if we like this format or not. You'll have to let me know if you like this or if you liked it the old way. But either way, we are starting an entirely new series here in March. Yes, that's right, March. It's here. We're in the home stretch. Come on, warm weather. We're ready for you. And this entire series this month, we're going to be talking about health, mostly like weight loss fitness, because guess what's around the corner? Spring break and bathing suit season and all the things that we start, preparing for at this time of year. And for this episode, we're going to talk about why you are gaining weight after 40, even though you are doing everything right. I know so many of us can relate to this. But before we jump into that, first of all, let's get a sip. We need the caffeine. And I also want to make sure that everyone is aware that this week I am launching my free Spring Health and Joy Kickoff Guide. It is a downloadable PDF on my website. You can go to beautybycarlajoy.com/coaching for that. It's also in all of my links and bios on social media, and I will have it in the show notes as well. But it's just so exciting to have this done for you guys. I've been scrambling. I wanted it done for this season because I know that all of us love to kick off, that healthy trend and habits and all that right before, spring break and all that good stuff. And this guide is going to be perfect because you don't have to do any special diets. You don't have to jump on any fads. You don't have to do any cleanses. You don't have to do anything that's hard. It's a very, very straightforward guide with just a few habits that you can start incorporating right now that you can actually stick to and that actually work and have proven that they work without, completely, 180ing your entire life or having to feel like you're punishing yourself or anything like that. And these strategies are specific also for women over 40 because we need special treatment. We need special changes in habits. So go grab that free guide to get your kickstart to spring going for health and joy. And I'm also going to be launching my 21-day spring Health and Joy Accelerator program, which is going to be amazing. Basically taking all those new habits to the next level and really just getting yourself healthy this year and truly finding your joy and just reclaiming that health aspect. So all that is coming this week. So make sure you are in all the places, social media. Make sure you have my newsletter. You can sign up for that on my website as well. So don't miss that out. Don't miss out on that. So let's go ahead and start shifting gears a little and get our warm up going. So as always, make sure you've got your beverage of choice. Of course, mine is Java because, this is Java and Joy. Pull up a comfy seat if you're not driving. And just go ahead and take some deep breaths, release all the tension that's in your body right now. And just, breathe in the good and let out the bad, so to speak. And just really enjoy this time for yourself. This is you time. This is not time for the rest of the world to be entering your mind, your space, none of that. This is your time. So enjoy that. Enjoy it. And as always, I like to share our joy moments of the week. For me, my joy moment of the week this week was we had a 60-degree day. It was gorgeous, sunny, beautiful. Drank my coffee outside on my porch, which I have missed dearly. And then also getting that Health and Joy Kickstart Guide and program ready to launch for you guys just in the nick of time. I've been scrambling through the winter to do that. And I really just wanted you guys to have that. And it felt good to see it completed. You ever just finish a huge project and you get to put that check mark and you're just like just a relief. And you're just so proud and you're just so happy that you did it and you're at the end of the the rope, so to speak, and it's just all done, and I couldn't be happier. So a couple little joy moments for me this week. I'm curious what your joy moments are. Do me a favor, drop it in the comments. Also, take a picture of yourself doing these moments of joy or just having some Java, and post that on social media and tag me at Beauty by Carla Joy. I've been selecting some lucky people to get some goodies and Starbucks gift cards and all the things. So keep sharing. We love seeing all that joy out and about. So, all right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about why we're gaining weight after 40. Even though we're doing everything right. And if you're like me, you probably want to pull your hair out of frustration. You are not alone in this. All of us over 40 are just like, what in the world is going on? So let's talk about it. I've got some little notes here so that I stay on track, because if you don't know me, I have squirrel moments. And if you do know me, then you already know I'm over 40 and I get brain fog. And sometimes if I don't have notes, we're never going to get anywhere. I'm never going to remember where I was, where I've been, where I'm going, what I need to do that day, that moment, that minute. None of that. I have to have lists and checklists and reminders and alarms and all the things to get through on my day-to-day life. So I've got notes here to keep us on track and with this new formatting here. And I'm excited to dive into this. I get more comments on how I, quote unquote, stay fit over 40. And the definition of fit, it's all relevant here, right? I like to just say healthy. That really should be your goal, ladies. First and foremost, we need to stop concentrating on like numbers and sizes and taking away things and punishing ourselves and doing these rigid routines and basically making ourselves crazy, and start focusing on just being healthy. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you focus on adding things to your life, if you focus on making your goal to be healthy, everything else will fall in line, including your weight and your sizes and all those things. They'll just kind of naturally happen and they'll be easier. Okay. So keep that in mind. All right. Health is the important thing, but let's talk about why diets don't work for you anymore. And to be honest, we should never diet. Diets do not last. That's proven, backed by science knowledge. We know this. Diets don't last. You have to incorporate lifestyle changes if you want lasting results. But if you've noticed that some of your past routines, rituals, quote unquote diets that you've used to shed that little winter weight right before the spring each year, and those things have worked for you, right? Temporarily, to get like a little bit of some slim and trim going right before spring. If you're noticing that those like aren't working as well for you anymore, those tried and true things, then that's normal. It's totally normal over 40 for the things that used to work for you to not work anymore. And there's one very good explanation for this, and it's muscle mass. Your muscle mass naturally decreases slightly each year, and that affects how many calories you burn while you're literally just sitting and resting, like not even moving. So that means the same diet that used to work probably isn't going to be enough anymore. And then when you layer on hormones on top of loss of muscle mass, and that means changes in estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, these can all shift your fat storage. Okay. So that's going to play a huge role, and it's going to have changes in your cravings, your energy levels, and again, your fat storage. So that donut or that glass of wine that didn't hit before the same as it does now. Maybe it's hitting those hips a little differently than it used to. It's normal. It is completely normal. It's not in your head. It is a change in your muscle mass and your hormones. Then we're going to also layer on the fact that you have a change in your stress level and your levels and your sleep habits, which naturally comes with the hormone changes as well, by the way. Cortisol is our stress hormone, and we're not going to get like super science in. It's kind of like a high overview of these little technical terms, so bear with me. But cortisol can actually make you hold on to fat, especially around your belly. So if you feel like you're doing everything right and it's not you. It's not you. Your body's literally working against you, and that's not your fault. It is not your fault, okay? The thing about perimenopause and being over 40 and weight gain, there's just so many things that no one told us about. No one educated us. Ladies, who had a perimenopause talk when they were growing up with their parents or a teacher or an advisor or a bestie or anyone? I can't recall one single conversation about being over 40, about menopause, perimenopause, or any of that. Can you? Take a minute. Probably not for most of us. No one talked to us about these things. Now there's starting to be a lot more talk about it, which is amazing. We love that. Unfortunately, though, for those of us who are already here, we're catching up on all this knowledge, right? And sometimes it can feel overwhelming, to say the least, right? But the important thing is we have the resources now, we are getting the knowledge now, and there are ways that we can turn this all around, and it's all going to be okay. And that's what we're talking about here. So the things that we didn't, hear about, talking about like midsection weight gain, slower metabolisms, bloating, water retention, weird cravings that honestly feel like they're impossible to resist. I get cravings for like pickles, things that are just random, peanut butter, which I've always been a peanut butter girl. Those of you that follow me know my obsession with peanut butter. But I'll tell you what, lately, it's a whole nother level of craving. It's almost like it's hard to resist at all times. So just remember that these things didn't happen overnight. They've been creeping up on you. So has that weight gain. So has the lack of sleep, and it's all normal. And just nobody's told us or prepared us. So that's why we're going over this now. We're going to talk about it now that we kind of understand what's happening, why it's harder to lose weight after 40. Now we can start talking. Can't talk today, guys. It's not enough caffeine yet. Now we can start talking about how to fix it. Because yes, we can actually fix it. And no, I'm not talking about medications or supplements at this point. Not that there's anything wrong with these things, but they should absolutely be a last resort. You should never take anything you don't need to take. If it can be fixed with your nutrition, your movement, things like this, do that first. Then if you need things, address them later, right? And obviously, if you have actual medical conditions above and beyond, simple hormone changes and things like that, then obviously some of those things aren't an option. But I'm always advocating for fix your nutrition, fix your movement first. 9 times out of 10, you're not going to need all the other stuff. Okay? So let's just know that, and just know that like my guide that I'm putting out this week, all those things are not going to recommend things for you to buy and take and any of that. It's going to be things that you can simply just start doing, implementing, that are good, healthy habits. Okay. So let's talk about how we don't have to accept these changes. We have the power to make adjustments in our nutrition, our movement, and our lifestyle. We have the power, ladies. And it doesn't have to feel like punishment when we're doing it, by the way. But here are some strategies that I want to kind of briefly go over here. And again, my guide, if you grab that, is going to be more detailed for you. And it's going to be a really nice little, thing for you to actually grasp and hold and see and refer to as you need to. But this is just kind of some snippets to get you guys started. But Here's what's proven to work and that you can start doing like literally right now. Like as soon as you finish this episode, you can start this stuff, okay? Let me grab a little drink here. Wet my throat. Okay, now, here we go. Ready? Strength training. Do I cringe a little when I say it? Yes. Do I cringe a little when I hear it? Yes. I'm not a huge fan of strength training. If you follow me, you know I am a cardio junkie. I will run for days. I will cycle. I will swim. I will aerobic, jazzercise, Zumba, whatever. Love it. Ask me to lift some weights and count reps and feel the burn. Not so much a fan of that. However, it's so stinking important. And I make myself do it twice a week, 30 minutes minimum. Do I look forward to it? No. But do I know it's essential? Yes. So I make the choice to prioritize my health and I strength train twice a week. And because of that muscle decline we talked about earlier that really hits after 40, lifting weights and doing resistance training is going to help maintain your metabolism. The better your metabolism, the more calories you burn without having to do any extra work beyond that. So you want to be maintaining your muscle mass and building it as much as you can. But maintaining is like a really, really good way to start. Just stop losing that muscle mass, right? We don't want to continue to destroy our metabolism and continue to get weaker, okay? So strength training is something you can incorporate right now. You do not need fancy equipment. You can use frozen water bottles as weights or nothing. Body weight exercises are great. Just do some squats, some lunges, some planks, sit-ups, whatever. You don't even need any kind of weights for that, right? So it costs you no money. You don't need anywhere to do it except right in the middle of your living room floor or your kitchen floor or wherever you want to do that. So there's no excuse not to implement strength training. And just start with 10 minutes twice a week. Just start with that. You can build from there. Don't try to take on like big boot camp sessions or 30 minutes or 45 or whatever. Just start with 10 minutes, like twice a week, okay? That's number one. Number two, protein. You need protein to maintain and build muscle. So again, we're still talking about that muscle, right? So if you don't get enough protein, you're going to lose muscle mass. You're going to damage your metabolism. So you need to be getting protein. And of course, you want to make sure it's clean, lean protein. Okay. And again, my guide goes into a lot more detail, by the way, if you want like some more specifics on what you can do protein wise, but just know you need to start focusing on protein, ladies. Okay. Next is movement. I talked about cardio earlier. So this is where, I kind of shine. This is like my jam area is movement because I actually like movement. This one's not a hard one for me because I naturally run, 4 or 5 days a week. I cycle, I do yoga, but this can be like walking. This could be Pilates. This can be whatever, as long as you're moving your butt every single day of the week. Again, start with 5-10 minutes a day, work your way up, but get moving. And again, costs you nothing to walk. You can walk circles around your house if you need to. No excuse, ladies. None. I know. I wish I had one for you, but I don't. Okay? Number 4, sleep and stress management. I'm putting these together because when you get good sleep, you're less stressed. When you manage your stress, you sleep better. They kind of go hand in hand. They both involve that cortisol we talked about earlier. Lack of sleep or too much stress spikes that cortisol, causes weight gain. It's like an accelerator. So you need to be prioritizing rest and stress. So that could be deep breathing exercises as far as stress goes. But as far as sleep goes, make sure you have a good nighttime routine. Just, again, check out my 21-day accelerator program for a literally step-by-step nighttime routine that is killer results for your sleep. And again, no supplements needed here. Again, if you need them, great. If you like supplements, great. But these are things that you can just start doing right now without having to buy or take anything. But just think of, dim lighting, staying off of your phone, maybe do some light reading before bed, some breathing exercises, making sure that the temperature is, a nice cool temperature for you to sleep. All these things are going to make a huge difference in how you sleep and how you manage your stress. Okay. And number 5 is actually everything combined, but it's small, realistic adjustments. Everything I just told you, don't try to jump in full force, 100% right here, going, the full amount on every single thing. Just start maybe implementing one new thing a day or every few days or even once a week. Don't go to the extremes either. All these things I'm telling you, you don't need diets, right? You don't need quick fixes or cleanses. None of that. You just need small little tweaks, small little healthy habits incorporated into your life that are going to give you lasting results. This is a lifestyle change. It is not a diet. And you're going to thank yourself for it because it's not going to feel like torture. It's not going to feel like you're taking all these things away from yourself and you're being deprived and miserable. And no, these are all things I'm telling you to add and to do, and are going to make you feel good without depriving yourself. Okay? So realistic, small adjustments are key. And keep reminding yourself that your body's not broken, by the way. It is evolving. It is changing. And the things that we do just need to change with it so that we can continue to feel good and feel healthy, right? So with the right approach, you can feel and look amazing at 40, 50, 60, and beyond when you start prioritizing your health first. Be healthy. Don't be skinny. Be healthy. Healthy, right? That's our key words there. Be healthy. I'm telling you, if you can shift that mindset from lose weight, look good in my bathing suit, fit back in that dress again, whatever, run faster, right? Like, I would love to run faster, and I'm always training for those things. But at the end of the day, the important thing is that I'm running. I'm doing something to make myself healthy. Set all the mini goals you want in between, but make your goal, your overall goal, the thing that you care about is being healthy. Everything else will fall into place for you. Okay? So I'm going to recap real quick. What are the things we're going to do? 1, strength train. 2, protein, and some more protein. 3, movement. 4, sleep and stress management. And 5, simple, small, realistic changes. Small steps, baby steps. We're not going to move mountains, okay? Not right off the bat, right? So those are the 5 things I want you to focus on. And again, go get my free guide. Free Spring Health and Joy Kickoff. It's a PDF. It's a free download. It goes right to your inbox. Boom, it's yours. It's your little cheat sheet. It's so helpful. I'm telling you, I've had people test driving this. They're loving it. They started feeling better within 3 days. 3 days feeling better and already on their way to feeling amazing. Okay. So in that guide, like I said, it's going to give you a lot more examples, like what strength trainings you could start doing, lots of ideas for protein foods and swaps out for sugars and things that just help you feel better, and ideas for quick movement throughout the day when you feel like you're too busy to fit in movement, stress management techniques, sleeping techniques, all that's going to be in there for you. And it's all straightforward, simple, easy to follow. No medical jargon, no, big long technical terms. It's very simplified for you, and it's free. If you have nothing to lose, it's free. It's a free guide. But there's no excuse for you not to prioritize your health. There's no excuse for you not to take these steps, because none of them cost you money. None of them are torture, and they're all going to give you lasting results. So no excuses, ladies. Go get that guide and get your butts moving. All right. And of course, share your results with me as you go. I love hearing all the positive feedback. And I can't wait for the public to finally get to start testing all this. So I'm telling you, it's been amazing for the people who were in my VIP testing committee. So I'm excited for you guys to try it too. So if you're frustrated with not being able to lose weight after 40, again, it's not your fault. It's not hopeless. It's just your body just kind of entering a new chapter. Okay. You've just got to learn to rewrite the story for this age, for this chapter of your life. We just got to rewrite it a little bit, and you can still feel and look amazing. Sound good? All right. Let's have another sip of our Java. It's so good. It's so good. I'm almost out of my Starbucks holiday blend. Pray for me. I kid, of course, but I'm down to only a few pods left and maybe a quarter of a bag of my ground coffee from the holidays. I kept it stocked. I put it in my freezer so it would stay fresh, but it's almost gone. So back to Dunkin', which I love my Dunkin', but really love my holiday blend. So wish me luck on that little shift, right? Anyway, thank you again for joining today, you guys. If you love this episode, please share it with a friend, someone else that maybe is, a 40+ woman who is not understanding why she cannot seem to lose weight after 40. Probably could really use a listen to this episode. Let her know about the PDF that's free as well. Pay forward all that love and joy and knowledge. And do me a favor, if you love the show, please leave me a review on Spotify. It takes you 60 seconds to do it. And it helps me be able to find more women, especially those who are 40+, and help them with encouragement, confidence, and finding their joy. And because I appreciate you guys so much, those of you that do go leave those reviews for me, I'm selecting winners for random giveaways from those reviews as well. So go spread the joy, maybe win some goodies. And of course, always come hang out with me on social media. I'm everywhere at Beauty by Carla Joy. My website is beautybycarlajoy.com. Everything there, guides, coaching programs, all my information on the show is there. All of the brands that I love and share with you guys, as well as all my discount codes are there. So go check that out for sure. And if you're ready to, take your joy journey to the next level and you need some more coaching, you need some accountability coaching, let me know. I'm happy to help you with that as well. And again, check the show notes today for links. And yeah, don't forget to go get that guide. Okay? All right, guys. Until next time, remember, you're not crazy. It's not all in your head. Losing weight after 40 is difficult. It's different, but it is not impossible as long as you start prioritizing your health. I will leave you on that note. Have an amazing week, you guys. I'll see you next week. Go find your joy.